Hey everybody, Eve here. I don't think I have to mention to any of you or all of you that we're living in some pretty perilous times. Perilous, the reason I'm saying perilous is because there's been some things happening across the United States and maybe even in your state, depending upon which state you live, that may give you a little bit of hesitation to go out and do the things that you love to do because of fear of violence. Some of these protests have actually turned quite violent, and people have been sending me a lot of random videos where actually random acts of violence, which have horrified me, are actually, happening. So it's kind of tough. It's stressful, and a lot of people don't know who to believe or who to listen to. But my advice for you today is to think on the things that give you pleasure, because I know many of you probably aren't aware that your immune system is vital to your health. So being stressed, living off of the mainstream media negativity and the bad news, the constant and endless onslaught of bad news and fear mongering. And I know that they think the news, the media, if you will, thinks they're actually doing you a service. They're really not, because people can't live under the threat of and fear of, if you go out and you don't wear your mask, or somebody else isn't wearing a mask, or and you don't distance, socially distance 6 feet, or if you hug a family member, you're going to catch the COVID, which is, I'm not going to get into all of the specifics of why the data and the research and the statistics don't bear any of this fear mongering out. It's like, see, that's part of it. They want to keep all of us, fighting, infighting, and it creates when people are separated and isolated, which is the case for actually a lot of people who live tiny. I live tiny. I am isolated and separated from all of my loved ones. And I choose that because I love it. There's a type of serenity to living this way, and an independence and freedom that you can't get living any, or otherwise. But by the same token, there's a lot of people that are living in huge communities with family all around them, and because of this virus and the way they differ, on politics or as concerning the way the mainstream media is presenting this disease, how it spreads, whether you wear a mask or don't wear a mask, come on. It's none of this matters at the end of the day. None of this matters at the end of the day. And if you're worried and you're huddled at home and you're scared to death to go out and shop or hug a loved one, then you know what? Chances are, if this virus doesn't get you and kill you, something else will. Some other opportunistic disease will. Because it is a proven, established, scientific, peer-reviewed, data populated, data supported, data driven fact that fear and stress raises your cortisol levels, and it just makes you behave in ways you wouldn't ordinarily, and it causes you to force isolate more than you would ordinarily, and actually in a way that's kind of by design. And I won't get into all the specifics of why this isn't a conspiracy theory. I mean, look around you. Everything that you're watching, seeing, observing is negativity, fear, fear, fear. Fear rules the day. Remember what it was like after 9/11, though? Instead of everybody, infighting, it sort of pulled the country together because there were forces, that actually, the people, humanity came together. But now they've given us a disease that, well, you don't know every person you look at. You can't tell by looking if they have COVID or not. You're looking at everybody as, that could be the one. That could be the person that's going to kill me today. That could be the person that's going to take out my entire family. Or your entire family saying, well, if you don't wear a mask, you're going to kill everybody. You could kill me. You could kill grandma. I don't have any grandmothers left. But I don't want to kill anyone else's grandmother either. So, how I deal with it is I stay the heck away from everybody. I do everything online and as much as I can online, and I'm wired that way anyway. In the past, if I had a cold or come on, I have a past video. Watch it. It's like if you're sick, stay home, because somebody made me sick a couple of years ago. In fact, that flu that was going around that year when I made that video, which was the year before last, killed more people in the United States than this one has. And if you don't believe it, just go to the CDC and look at the data. And, anyway, peeps. I'm trying to give you a message of hope. Just don't dwell on the negativity. Don't go there. Don't stay there. I mean, it's one thing to be reasonable and pragmatic about something, but it's another thing to be hysterical and beside yourself with fear. And I've seen it. I'm observing it. And it's, wow, I've never seen anything like it. It's like there are sources and forces that are deliberately capitalizing on all of this at your expense. Don't let them be successful. And if you're a Christian, you know that God's got our back. He's in total control. Don't let the enemy steal what God has ordained is ours. And so, on that note, I won't say anything else for now. And may Christ bless each and every one of you most abundantly. Until next time. Oh, yeah. Subscribe. Ring the notification bell. Love all you guys. Bye-bye.